Unholy Mascots. Disguised as monsters, growing in circles of the negative treatment of all, the distorted transmissions of prophecy and delusion. Not that faith is an early peer pressure, consolation prize to those who believe in anything at all, nor is it a society, blood right, a manifest destiny of the first world eternal statement, where the puppet is being pulled by the pulpit strings. The speaker manipulates the half-truths in a triumphant day, where verses are not the subject to be examined by the ignorant proof of sleepy, sedated people. Following in neglect, without remorse, waiting for signs of a tortured earth. Control of the violence is given over to another failure, another sermon. And this is the unholy mass that's parading itself as monsters by daylight. Come complete. The circle and falling sun now perpetuate the dark, and the wicker of a candlelight that distorts 1,000 words. Prayers amidst delusions of love and a pathetic psalm. No one is listening, for you have been misguided and ignorant. In a pacifist movement from the pulpit, a speaker portrayed your puppeteer magnetism too long, speaking manipulations of a triumphant day when the rekindling of the world will be renewal as a fire of revival. Just another word to consume the sorrow at night as you wait for signs of neglect in the tortured earth. When will you learn? When will you wake? For the puppeteer from the pulpit welcomes any future, as long as the saints aren't survivors that linger too long, save the old who are silent and pay the bills. Unholy mascots are not troubled by the words of those outside. The church, the building of unity that encircles us all, for it is the whole earth, and we've lost this. The concept is a mistake, and we're nothing ourselves in the mere unholy mascots parading by daylight. In a constitution agreement of we'll be waiting on signs while praying for our delusional daydreams of heaven on earth as we watch the world die. This is the half-truth triumphant day where it was a mistake to believe. No, it was a mistake to manifest a sleepy version, contemplating a puppeteer's string while waiting for signs of unity in the ignorant comfort of peer pressure and gossip in the church society, a culture of loss run amok, ever increasing unchecked by staff, save to pay the salary. Truth hides behind the Sandman's eternal appearance, for he resides within the hourglass of Father Time and Mother Earth, and the pendulum swing of the last rock of the cradle, where Christ fell out of. No swaddling clothes, no perfect babe, but a boy with a beard, a hipster standing on guard against the yuppies that now parade themselves as puppets. Unholy mascots, demons found themselves falling. Dearest friends, when will you wake? Are you saints by living? Or you are saved, merely saved, waiting for a savior as the world is falling? The puppeteer is playing your strings, is manipulating the truth of a triumph day for a half propaganda of the rewind, the radio broadcast to pod, is sent over the digital waves without remorse, as the tortured earth winds itself down in a dark wickless night, where there is not a candle to be found. And this is the distorted delusion of love in a peer-pressure society, where sleep has got us all. We don't know what to say anymore. My tongue has run amok against culture and the cross. If God doesn't exist, the hour of the quiet Savior has come and gone, and the world is at a loss. O Mother Earth, to Father Time, the hourglass of fate, let karma not be real, because I can't perpetuate the belief that any child upon this earth deserves a landmine fate. To an amputee landmine, napalm explosion. From Vietnam to Tiananmen, no one deserves to die or be touched in a violent way by a fate known, by a past life they can never remember. Behind their lidless eyes it will never be on display. So as the world dies, live, not for carpe diem, but for one another. For this is love. If you cannot, you cannot say you love someone if you do not accept them. You cannot accept someone if you do not spend time with them. And you cannot spend time with them if you are not dedicated of the heart.